Have something for you. But if I don't realize in the hustle and bustle that they don't have it out, or that they just haven't marked it clearly enough for you, come talk to me and I'll take care of you, okay? People loved it, tourists loved it, and it's still a big tourist destination today. The acoustics are amazing. A lot of the people first thought that they would get rid or cover the rock on the inside, but then they realized that it helped. In Africa, it's our national museum. No, national. That's our natural history museum on the right. We might not see that one anymore. So famine in Africa, and a lot of people were protesting, saying we're spending way too much money on building yet another cathedral in Finland when we really should be donating to starving people in Africa. And so they actually scaled down the operation, and it cost then about 670,000 euros, which I'm not sure how much it was supposed to be in the beginning, but it is really beautiful. We're gonna spend a few minutes there. It's right there. Kind of unassuming, that UFO looking thing. Some people say that you look at it from the top and no one really knows what it looks like, but it is a church and we are visiting it right now. This is a hard mic to speak into. What's like the he's one of the most famous composers from that era, but for Finns he holds a special place because he was part of this period of time in Finland. If you remember from the webinars where Russia, which Finland was under, was starting to exert more power. Remember, Finland was a grand duchy. We were semi-autonomous. We had our own parliament, our own stamps and so forth. But there was more of an independence and nationalism movement starting, and Russia did not like that. But a lot of our artists, our musicians, our painters, poets, they started composing, writing about things that had to do with Finland, and Jean Sibelius was one of them. So you may have heard the song "Be Still My Soul." This is the one that's often recognized in the English language. It was also the national hymn melody for the country of Liberia. I had a group just last week with a student from the Bahamas, and she said that the national radio station, which ended their programs always at midnight, this was the melody that they last played every night, and so she remembers it from that.
It's okay. Saved by the plastic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This thing's kind of badass.
Creating our own identity is why we still value arts so much in the school system as well. We're coming to the stadium, so just a little bit of sports history and interesting facts. This was just a few years after Second World War. We were still a struggling nation, and then all of a sudden the world is coming over here, and we had to build hotels and make tourist maps for the first time ever. We're going to come over here. If you look to the left, you'll see a naked running man statue. Right here on the left, this is Paavo Nurmi. He still holds the world record of the highest. No, he's the ninth. He has the ninth most amount of Olympic medals. He's got 12 of them. He was the one who was the torchbearer for the 1952 Olympics. He brought the light over here. This stadium tower over here is 171 meters long, in celebration of the Finnish javelin thrower who threw it exactly that many meters. We've got people from all levels of society enjoying all kinds of theater. So to the left right now, we've got the Opera House, the summer sports. Here you see the stadium on the right hand side a little bit more. These days, in addition to World Championship games and things like that, it also houses lots of rock concerts and ice hockey. So for the first time ever, in 1995, Finland won the World Ice Hockey Championship. And this was really huge because it was against Sweden. And if you remember anything about our history with Sweden, we really felt like we proved ourselves, like we can do this, and we can beat Sweden. And it was on their own turf as well. 1995, the games were in Stockholm, and the Swedes were so sure that they were going to win that they made a song. Really quickly over here on the left-hand side is it's coming up through the trees, the Finlandia House. This was designed by Alvar Aalto, one of our famous architects, and trying to see it. It houses lots of concerts, but also conferences. You see the statue, the clothed statue, mind you, on the horse. This is Marshal Mannerheim. He's a war hero. So if we have any war buffs over here, history buffs, he was a really interesting character. He was a leader of Finland for a long time, and he didn't speak a word of Finnish. He spoke perfect Russian and Swedish, but he was instrumental in keeping our independence when Russia during the Second World War tried to get us back. Adolf Hitler was intimidated by him, and I guess Hitler hated smoking, and no one dared to smoke in his presence except for Marshal Mannerheim, who couldn't care less, and Hitler never said a thing. So I don't know, maybe his charisma had something to do with it. He took trips all over the world before it was cool or customary to do so. Rennie Harlin, who you might remember from being the director of one of the Die Hards and Cliffhanger, and I think Cutthroat Island, not one of his best movies. He's a Finnish director, and he for many years has been hoping to make a movie out of him. I'm hoping still that he does. I think it would be a really fun movie to watch. Suomenlinna, or translated Finland's castle. It's not a castle, it is a fort, and that's where we're going to go to tomorrow. On the right hand side you see the US Embassy. talking about the parliament, and you can keep on sleeping too. I'll talk quietly if you want to. Yeah, I'll speak in a soothing voice, like Tamara from the app, the meditation app. We have 2 terms for our president. Ilkka Niinistö is Sauli Niinistö is our president right now. The terms are 6 years, so we can have a president that's president for 12 years. Recently, he gained a lot of publicity from
Russian Orthodox.